Hello friends, my name is Ramasu. Today we shall discuss about topic the dash encryption. Friend, today's topic is very interesting, especially if you have interest in encryption and you want to learn about it. So let's start. First of all, I will request to please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the bell option as well so that my videos can reach to you, and also you can follow me on the Facebook page as well. Friend, before starting the dash encryption, first of all we have to understand what is encryption actually. Encryption is basically a way through which we scramble the data so that the only the authorized person can access the data. For example, a sender wants to send a plain text to the recipient. So now what he can do, he can using the encryption key like some methodology to scramble the data. So by using the encryption key, he will encrypt the data, okay, and make it a ciphertext. Now the receiver can use the decryption key to decrypt the data. So the only purpose of encryption and decryption is that only the authorized person can access the data. Encryption is nothing. Encryption is basically hiding the data and making some algorithm through which only the authorized person can access the data. Normally, cryptographic key is a set of mathematical values that both the sender and the recipient of the encrypted message are agreed upon. Now, if we talk about dash encryption, dash is basically uses the same key to encrypt and decrypt a message, so both the sender and the receiver must know and use the same private key. So here is the concept of a private key. The key features of dash encryption are: first one is the block cipher. The block cipher means the data encryption standard is a block cipher, meaning a cryptographic key and algorithm are applied to a block of data simultaneously rather than a bit at a time. To encrypt a plain text message, Dash groups it into 64-bit blocks. Each block is enciphered using the secret key into a 64-bit ciphertext by means of pre-mutation and substitution. Then several rounds of encryption means that the Dash process involves encrypting 16 times. It runs on 4 different modes: encrypting block individually or making each cipher block dependent on all the previous blocks. Then 64-bit key. Dash uses a 64-bit key value, but because 8 of those bits are used for priority checks, the effective key length is only 56 bits. The encryption algorithm generates 16 different 48-bit keys, subkeys, one for each of the 16 encryption rounds. Subkeys are generated by selecting and permitting parts of the keys as defined by the Dash algorithm. Then the algorithm defines sequences of replacement and permutation that the ciphertext undergoes during the encryption process. So basically, a friend, dash is nothing is basically a way of encryption through which you send a data from a sender to the receiver, and by using the same key here, the same key, private key is a concept here, that the key through which you are encrypting the data from the sender end, the receiver is also uses the same key of private key to decrypt the data. So that is basically the same concept of a dash. Here remember one thing, the dash is an old way of encryption, and nowadays the most recent way of encryption is the AES algorithm of encryption. So friend, thanks a lot for watching the video. I hope you like this video. If you like it, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and thanks a lot for watching the video.